Okay, I think that we can slowly start. So, good afternoon, welcome everybody. My name is Urszula Sobek and I'm from Funding Box. I'm managing the open call together with my colleague Katarzyna Puchała, who is also with us today. And we have also as our backstage support my colleague Maria from Funding Box. So we'll try to make this webinar a nice experience for you. And from the consortium of XR, we also had our technical partner represented by Shad. So welcome, Shad. Thank you for joining. At the beginning, a few rules. So the webinar is recorded. You will get recording available at the Open Call website after the meeting. By default, you are mute. And at the end of the session, we'll have time for your questions. So if you have any questions, please write them down in the comment section in the chat, and we will write it. We will read it and try to address all of them. Okay, so without further ado, let's dive into the topic of today. So we would like to today we would like to cover the basic elements of the third and the last open call of XR2Industry project, give you some hints and guidelines on how to be successful in applying, and answer the common question that we already received to our help desk and try to clarify some points that raise your concerns during the process. So how to get 233,900 euro? Well, let's start from the beginning, from the background of the project. So this third open call is organized, executed under XR2Industry project. This is a European project managed by a consortium of 8 partners. And the main goal of this is to create a European reference platform aiming to develop and prototype advanced interoperable XR solution to solve common challenges for the industry. The main elements is that this project is focused on XR made in Europe. The solution should be human-centric and address industry 0.40 challenges. Consortium is managed by coordinator University Politecnica di Valencia from Spain, and we have a few technical partners responsible for different elements of the project. So we have links responsible for hardware aspects. We have software partners, Support Square, Algeria, and T-Corp, and partner Flux responsible for use cases. We also have partners, Maui Muji, that supervise GDPR issue, and us as Funding Box responsible for smooth management of the open call process. All right, so what's about the main goal and the scope of third open call? So here we are looking for consortia, up to 4, composed of 1 research team and 1 end user, that aims to test the XR platform from the end user perspective and at the same time address 1 of 4 project challenges. Each consortia will receive up to 233,900 euro of a grant and support from technical partners during 12-month support program. What is needed here to submit application by the deadline, so it is next week, And please bear in mind that we adjusted the date for a submission, so the call will be closed at 2 p.m. Previously was 5 p.m., so please keep it in mind. Who can apply? So we are looking for consortia composed of two different bodies, two different entities. First one should be research team. So can be academia, research organization with a special focus on human-centric assessment of XR technologies. And the second component, the second part of consortium should be end user. So this can be any type of legal entity that would like to test the platform from end user perspective. Also, association of end user can apply as long as they really want to test the platform. What is important that both entities, both consortium partners need to be registered in one of EU member states, overseas countries and territories, or Horizon European associated countries before the date of launching this course, so before June 10. If you want to check the detailed list of eligible countries, especially the associated countries, please check our guide for applicants. There's a link and there's a list of countries, so you can be up to date and be sure that your registration country allow you to receive grant from us. What type of project we are looking for? Main goal is to find a project that will test XR platform from a user perspective, and at the same time, those projects should provide a human-centric assessment framework and enable testing the platform in near to operation environment in collaboration with end user from relevant different industries. Activities must also cover scale testing in industrial settings, including fleet management and specific XR activities, and should have focus on social sciences and humanities. This is super important because the outcome in this social science and humanities area will be deliverable of the project after the end of execution period and need to be published to benefit the research community. What are the benefits apart from the huge grant? For a successful consortia, will participate in our support program, which will last for 12 months, and during this period will get support from technical mentor. The project is organized in 3 stages. So first is 2 months stage where you will prepare yourself for the execution. You will draft together with your mentor individual mentoring plan with all the KPIs, objectives, with the budget for the further month. And then there's a stage for beta testing, but it's foreseen for 5 months. And then last stage is for analysis of the results, prepare deliverables, and publish the outcome of the tests. As I mentioned before, it's mandatory to address one of 4 challenges that we defined for this call. So all the challenges were detailed explained during our first webinar, which took place at the beginning of July, so I will not repeat myself, just give you some brief updates, what is here, and you can also check the details in our guide for applicants. So 4 of challenges are, first, mixed reality training for industry, that is aimed to develop of mixed reality application that accelerates hands-on industry training. The second challenge is MR guidance for assembly and maintenance that will focus on real-time workflow support that reduce errors and task duration. The third is MR safety awareness and hazard training with a goal of having a tool that reinforces safe behaviors and visualize workplace and hazards. And the last one is about MR workflow in regulated pharma and bio environments, two-step controlled MR assistant that helps operators slow SOPs exactly. So all the details you will find in the guide. And now let's dive into the selection process and criteria. And I will pass the floor to my colleague Kasia, who will explain those aspects.
Thank you, Ula. After you will submit your proposals, we as a funding box will conduct admissibility and eligibility check, which will check if you are eligible for further evaluation. I will talk about eligibility in a second. Then there is an out-of-scope screening that is handled by the technical partners. And after that, if you are still on the list, you will be invited for the external evaluation, where external evaluators will check your proposals based on 3 criteria. After external evaluation that is held by 3 external evaluators, the consensus meeting will be held by the selection committee that consists of partners of the consortium. And the finalists will be listed, and then the applicants who will be granted will be informed and invited for a formal check and ethics check that is handled by us as a funding box. And after check of all the formalities, you will be invited for the SGA signature and start the support program. So, as I mentioned, there is an admissibility and eligibility check, which is the first evaluation step. And that is verifying basic requirements based on the statements from your proposals. It is also consisting of checking conflict of interest, if there is any with any of the consortium partners. And then in and out of scope screening that is held by selection committee members. The proposal is checked with the objectives of the scope and European dimension. During external evaluation, the evaluators that are not within the consortium, that are external and independent, are evaluating the proposals based on the excellence, impact, and implementation point of view. And during consensus meeting, there is a ranking list performed, and the selection committee formally decides on who will be accepted to receive a grant and be invited to a support program.
I'm sorry,
Just
Kasia.
a second, we have some
Yes, I have some
technical issues.
I had some technical issue to share the screen, so yeah, let me fix
Maybe
it.
I will.
Could you? Maybe very
I
fast.
think I can, yeah.
Sorry for this.
Just a second. Not this one. Okay. Okay. Okay.
It's coming.
I will go into slideshow. Can you see it? Okay, great.
Yes.
So eligibility criteria are as per listed below. The deadline is 12th of August at 2 p.m. Brussels time. Please keep in mind that the deadline has been changed from 5 p.m. to 2 p.m. All of the questions in the form should be answered. You can only apply with one proposal, And if you apply with few, then the last proposal that was submitted will be evaluated. The proposal has to be written in English. It has to have a European dimension. As I mentioned, there cannot be any conflict of interest with the consortium partners. The healthy finances and a clear sheet will be checked. So it's a must, and projects should be based on the original work. Also, gender equality plan will be checked, and public deliverables are mandatory due to what is stated in a guide for applicants. So selection criteria that will be checked during the external evaluation are excellence, impact and implementation. And the main area of focus in each is as per described here in the bullet points. So back to Ula now. Should I continue to share the screen?
Yes, Kasia, thank you. And yes, please continue. Do not disrupt the presentation. All right, so a few advices how to apply. You should use the application form only that is part of our platform. So here's the link. You will also find the link inside the guide for applicants. It's pretty straightforward. So after the login, you should click apply button, then you start the application, but it's divided into the section that will be displayed on the screen soon. And then after filling out the application, you should submit it, and you can edit it as many times as you wish before the deadline. After the deadline, you will not be longer allowed to modify your application. So here you will see the list of a section that is associated with different evaluation criteria. Also, I would like to draw to your attention declaration of honor and processing of personal data part, which is very often overlooked by the applicants. And this is a part of the application where we have a lot of problems or a lot of fails declaration that lead to being not eligible. So please pay attention. Kasia, if you go to the next slides, it will be also explained. So this is a part, declaration of honor. Please take your time to read carefully all the declaration here and select proper answer, because this is super important to be eligible. And how to apply? We prepare a few documents that will be helpful for you during the application. Please check the recently uploaded supporting documents with platform overview, which includes some technical details that will help to answer technical doubts that you might have. We also prepare frequently asked question documents. We gather the commonly asked question that we receive to our help desk, and included also the answer there, so you can check before sending email to us, email to help desk. And also we encourage you to study the sub-grant agreement. You will have a template here, and these documents, when you will be selected, will need to be signed by you, and it's not possible to negotiate the statement and the provision included in this document, so it's important to check it in advance. And now we are moving to part of different question and answer that we anticipated from the help desk. So we hope this will be helpful for us and for you as well. So Kasia, you can go to the next slide. Okay, so the question about consortium composition. Someone asked us if it's possible to participate as a research team being a startup. So it really depends, rather no, because by research organization, we understand different type of entities despite of legal status and a law that they are organized under with. What is important is to take into account the primary statutory goal. So if your company, and it's rather not the case in case of companies, to have a goal, the statements that the main point is to conduct fundamental research, industrial research or experimental development, disseminate the results, and that all the profits will be reinvested into these research activities. So it's case by case, but you should first investigate how the statutory goals look like to be able to participate as a research team. So for companies, it's rather no, but maybe in some cases you will have a setup that allow you to be a research team. Next question that we often receive is about TRL level. So it's true that the tier level required for this open call at the submission stage is very high. It's 7 or 8. But here the focus of this open call is to do a test. So that's why we're aiming for a high TRL level, and this TRL level, it's referring to the submission stage. Also, we got several questions about technical details where you can get some more information about the platform, about the headset. So now in the documents that I mentioned before, it's called Platform Overview, available on our web page, you can find more technical information. So we strongly encourage you to go and check these documents before submission. Also, we got a question about software platform, some other tools that were developed under the project and might be needed for you during addressing some of challenges. So in the question of, in the FAQ documents, we included the link to the Passerelle document, so you can check it for more technical details. So this is a screenshot of the web page, which should answer your technical doubts, hopefully. All right, the next question that we got is about the payments, how the payments will look like during support program, and what is a delayed payment mechanism. So here the payments are correlated with a different implementation stage. So basically there should be a free payments after each of the stage, but we have also additional payments. It's called delayed payments, because to avoid the cash flow problems on our side, we will withhold part of your grant until the overall XR2Industry project will be finished, will be concluded. So it means that you will get free payments during the support program, and one last payments approximately within a period of half a year, 9 months after concluding of XR2Industry project, and the estimated date of closing XR2Industry project is end of November 2026. So please anticipate this when planning your cash flow during your project implementation. There's also some question about budget. Is it mandatory to provide us the budget at the application form? Where is the budget template? So yes, the budget is mandatory. We do not expect you to provide detailed budget. We just want to see the estimation of the cost and how you are going to spend the money on which type of costs. And we develop very simple budget template. The link is to the template is available under the implementation section. In the introduction part, you will find the link that is highlighted here. Yes, and after the click, you will see the template. So Kasia, you can go and click, and there will be a template available. Yes, so this is a simple one. So we just ask you to divide your budget per personal cost, other goods and service, travel, and subcontracting to see how you are planning to allocate your resources. What is important to remember that the amount provided here, amount requested in this budget will be maximum amount that you can get. So be wise when drafting the budget. And also the detailed budget will be created during the preparation of the individual mentoring plan. So now we just ask for estimation, and the detailed budget and cost categories will be developed more later, but the final amount should not be changed from now to individual mentoring plan. And staying in the budget department, we have a different explanation of a cost category. You will find it also inside the budget template. So there's a dedicated tab, and you can see all this explanation. So we are following the same model as European Commission for Horizon project. So we have a personal cost, other goods and service, if necessary to implement the action, travel expenses and subcontracting with maximum of 15% of the total budget. So please bear in mind this. And also overheads, it's 25% of the personnel, other goods and services, and travel without subcontracting. So I hope it's clear. And then you ask about the budget split between consortium members, if it should be equal or you have a freedom. So it depends on you, on your project specifics, how the budget split between two consortium partners will be done. But this should reflect the responsibility, the roles of each of the partner in the project. So it could be equal, it could be differently allocated. We ask you to provide information about this under the question financial resources. So please explain how you are aiming to split the budget between consortium members. All right, so these are all the questions that we got, all the important elements that I think should be highlighted. And now we are opening the floor to your questions. So if you have any, please include them in the chat and we will try to address them.
Okay, I can see we have one question by now. May I confirm that I understand correctly that open source is all research and evaluation reporting, not the source code of the proprietary software that is being evaluated on XR2Industry platform and ecosystem?
Okay, so based on documents that we have and based on our grant agreement, only thing that it's mandatory to be made publicly available is the deliverable showing the outcome and results of the tests. So SEHS deliverable, right? So this is what need to be published. However, the other results also should be, or it would be great if they will be open source, but there's no mandatory deliverable related to this. you can check the SGA templates for this. So all the statements related to what is open source, what should be publicly shared and what's not are tackled there.
Okay, we have another question. Our product is developed in Unity, but for another hardware, do we have access to the Lynx SDK to already mitigate the package to Lynx and therefore compatible with the XR portal parcel? Maybe Shad will know answer to that.
Yes, let me just read the question. I was looking for it. So do we have access to the Lynx certificate or remember the package links and the Yes. Yes, so you would have access to, we will provide you with the headset and we will provide with you the SDK. So you should have all the tools. And as a reminder, as Ursula told you, we will mentor, the laureates of this open call. So you won't be alone working on it and developing on it.
Thank you, Shad. We have another one.
There's a plenty, so we can take one by one, I think, Kasia.
Yeah. To what level of detail should the project team be described in the proposal? Is it necessary to provide names of the individual team members, or is a general description of the roles and competencies sufficient?
Okay, so the core project team should be explicitly mentioned. And if there is no space for it within the application, you can provide the link to the LinkedIn profile, for example. And it's also needed because at some point, we will also check the gender balance in your team. So knowing who is really part of a team will allow us to calculate the scores in case of solving the ties to know who and how the gender balance is within your team. So yes, this is super important also for evaluators to check if a project is feasible and really can be implemented.
Then we have another one. What exactly is included under the definition of project resources part in the implementation section of the application form? Could you provide concrete examples of what should be considered and reported in this category?
Okay, so project resources, it means that all type of elements that you will need to implement the project. So maybe some know-how, some equipment, some license, some other intangible and tangible elements that we will need to implement the project. Maybe also some kind of access to laboratory or some kind of access to place where you can do the tests. So all things that's needed for the project to be implemented.
Okay, another one. Should the budget template be completed jointly by all consortium partners, or each partner expected to fill out and submit their own respective budget sections separately?
No, we want only the general budget without each category being split between partners. We don't need it. We want like general numbers, and the information about the split between consortium partners should be included in the description of financial resources. And this will be enough.
How should subcontractors be represented within the proposal? To what extent must their involvement be made explicit in the application text and documentation?
Okay, so remember that the limit for subcontracting is 15% of a total budget. And you can mention the subcontractor and the services in the budget section. And also you can explain them under the resources part. To show that maybe you are lacking some resources, but you already know that these resources will be obtained, gathered from this or that subcontractor. You can even mention them by name, or you can mention like, if you don't know name, what type of providers you are looking for. So this would be super helpful for evaluators.
Okay, then we have a question referring to the question that was answered by chat, so the continuation of the thread. We have expected some dev migration in the first place of project.
Yes, so I'll take on this one. So Guillaume, keep in mind that we have developed the solution on OpenXR. So basically, if you've developed your solution as well on OpenXR, then might indeed have some migration in the first stages of the project. So that could be possible indeed.
Okay, thank you, Shad. Now we have a question from Marco. In the documentation for challenge number 4, MR workflow in the regulated pharma bio environments, one of the listed requirements is offline first design. Could you please clarify whether this means the solution must run entirely standalone on a headset? Example, no network dependency at all, or is it acceptable to connect the headset to a local server for processing as long as there is no reliance on the external cloud servers? Shad, could you help us with this one?
Yes, sure. So to clarify, the offline first design refers indeed to a standalone headset where you do not depend on network. So basically, you're right. So I hope it's enough for you.
Okay, I think we answered all of the questions that we got by now.
Yeah, Kasia, we have one in the Q&A button.
Okay.
So if you go there, you will see the last one.
Okay, I see. Thanks, Maria. I'm planning to submit a proposal with my university when I work part-time as a research team. I have also established my own company, and now I am considering my company as an end user. Will it be considered as a conflict of interest?
I think yes, because two consortium members should be independent from each other. So if one person is part of university, so one of consortium partners, and at the same time run a company which will act as end user, we have a personal connection, direct connection. So this should be avoided.
Thanks, Ulla. Okay, we are still waiting for some questions to arise for a few minutes. If you have any questions, please write them down and we will try to answer them.
All right, it seems that there is no...
No, it just
it's like moment. Yes.
Okay, we have a question from Fabian. Should the personnel that will be involved in a project via subcontracting also be counted in a gender balance? Number of males and females involved in a project. Should also their LinkedIn profiles / CVs be included?
No, it's not needed. We want to know the core team, so the core team that will be executing the project on the researcher and end user side. You can mention or describe subcontractor if you want in details, but this will not be counted for the gender balance.
Okay. Maybe. Okay, another one from Marco. All the data directly within the headset app. We can't load COPs just to be 100% sure. Shad, can you help us with this one?
Yes. For this one, I'm gonna be honest. I need to check with my technical team. I don't want to tell you a mistake. So I think the best is maybe if you could drop your email address, and I can come back to you with a more precise answer. Because indeed, I think it will be way better. So it's the same for the others. If you're interested into this question, just drop your email address and I will send it right back after the meeting.
Yeah, then maybe please contact us. Okay, then we already got an email address.
Okay.
If anyone doesn't want to disclose it here, you can contact us on the email that is on a screen, and we will pass this email to Shad.
Kasia, there is another question in the Q&A.
Okay. I cannot have both windows open for some reason. Okay,
Yeah.
I will open it. Thanks, Maria. Is it permissible for a company participating as an end user in the consortium to involve other companies as end users under its umbrella?
So we are thinking here about end user association, maybe, right? So if it's about end user association, then by this association, we understand some group of companies connected together based on some legal framework or legal settings. So it's not like a group of companies that, okay, decided to come together and apply, but it's more a formal association. Also, here you can refer, maybe you are referring to the companies being end user and somehow connected formally, like being part of the same capital group or some kind of having the same management board or things like this. In this case, we are looking for and trying to support as end user one entity. So you should decide who will be representative and who will be really involved in the project, because we're not allowing to have more than two consortium members. So no one company only acting as end user here.
Thank you, Ula. I don't see more questions. Here is another one from Pavlos. Is it mandatory for the end user to validate the solution of the research team, or it must supplement the solution, or both?
I don't know if it's more technical or it's more on our side. Well, so you will be acting as applicants, as a team, as a consortium. So the payments and completing the stage by both of you will depend on the plan of work that you foreseen. It's not like that you will act, that the end user or research team will act independently. You will need to act together and reach or achieve the results or different stage together. So it's up to you how you organize the work within the consortium. We will evaluate the results per consortium, not per each of the partner of the consortium. So you should check each other the results to be able to get the more. I see also the information about the platform allow only maximum 5 CVs, but you can include also information in the question about the team composition. So despite the most important team members, you can include also links and information about other team members inside the under the question about the team.
Thank you, Ola. Okay, I don't think that other than that we have any more questions. So we will wait maybe 2 more minutes. Oh, yeah, another one. Here it is. Are the roles of the end user and research technical organization mutually exclusive? Can the entity designated as the end user also contribute to technical activities such as system integrator or integration or migration?
Okay. Basically, it's up to consortium members to define how the project will be implemented and who is going to execute which part of the work. So you can act jointly and support each other in doing some parts, right? So it's not like that some part is only reserved for research team and some for end user. It will be beneficial if both will act together and complement each other activities. Let's wait for more questions.
Okay, so maybe 1 more minute and
yes, 1 minute, and I think we can close.
If you have any more questions, you can always contact us on the help desk.
All right, I think that there's no more question. So also under the Q&A. So thank you so much for your time, for your attention. We hope that the application process will smooth and lead towards successful results. Webinar will be shared through the Open Call webpage. In case of any other question, as Kasia mentioned, you can reach out to us through help desk. So thank you so much and wish you a great afternoon.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Everyone. Thank you. Have a nice day. I will close the webinar. Thank you, guys. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Maria.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.